Norwegian Cruise Line, you've got something to answer for. I just got off of the Breakaway. It left New Orleans on January 29th, 2023. And I have to say, I love Norwegian, but this time it was a totally different experience. My name's Stuart. This is Ship to Shore Cruise News. And this is my rant. Okay, Norwegian, I have to say, embarkation was smooth, easy, quick, and efficient. Long line, but they kept moving. Thank you very much for doing a great job. And thank you to everybody at the cruise terminal for being happy, even though I was one of the last people on board. First day, we had to do the muster drill. The in-person muster drill is back, everyone, in case you didn't know. Well, Norwegian, I got a problem with the in-person muster drill. I had no idea what was going on. Before, with the e-drill, I would go to my muster station, I would talk to somebody in person, they would show me how to put my life vest on, they would give me the information, I would watch that video, easy peasy lemon squeezy, I was done quickly and efficiently. Now, I have to group together with 4,000 other people in a small area, someone's coughing over there, someone's sniffling over there, and someone off in the distance beside the sign, he's doing something. I can't see what he's doing. I have no clue what he's doing. Someone's talking over a loudspeaker or speaker off in the distance. I can't hear what he's saying. I don't know what he's talking about. To tell you the truth, I got nothing but a headache out of doing that in-person muster drill. I know you have to do it. I know it's required, but that e-drill is much more faster and much more efficient when it comes to my cruise experience. Moving on, housekeeping. I know you've got room stewards. They're very busy. I saw them in the hallways. They were really busy. None of them had a smile on their face. Very few of them would say good morning, good afternoon, hello. Nobody looked happy working on board in housekeeping. I have no clue who my housekeeper was. Never met the person, no business card, and guess what? No tip. I didn't know who to tip. And to tell you the truth, I don't know why I would have tipped. I had no rhyme or reason when he was going to show up, he or she. I'd come back one morning, it was clean. The next morning, it wasn't clean. The next morning, it wasn't clean. Some days it was in the evening, some days in the morning, but it wasn't a routine. It wasn't on schedule. It was here or there. Hit or miss. You got to up your game, Norwegian, because this was a bad housekeeping experience. I had a coffee machine. My room came with one. Not every room does, but my mini suite did. I had a coffee machine. My room steward kept on taking my clean cups. Or he'd take the dirty ones and not leave any clean cups. Some days he wouldn't even leave coffee pods for me. I know you made some changes, but you should change it back, okay? Hate to break in. I got a little extra here. I thought I'd throw into the middle here. I'm doing my drive for 500 subscribers. I'm getting close. I'm just over 350 subscribers. I want you to go out there and smash that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Help me get to 500. I don't get no fancy standard. I don't get like any sort of star I can put on. I don't get no plaque. I don't get no money for getting to 500. It's just a nice round number. So only you can help me get to 500, not 10, not 5. Subscribe, like, back to the video. Now, after midnight, actually after 10:30, dining options are pretty well non-existent. You've got oceans and room service. Well, my wife and I, the mighty Tanis and I, we wanted to have a nice snack in the evening, sit out on our balcony, have a few munchies, enjoy some wine. We went down to Oceans. Guess what? No takeout. I can't order something and take it back to my room. You can't take food back to your room. And they said, oh, phone room service, you've got a bigger variety of food. We go back to my room. That list was half the size of Oceans. 11:30, we start calling. Between 11:30 and 12, I got hung up on twice. I go down to guest services and complain. And they're like, there's nothing we can do. I go back to the room. My wife is on hold with guest services. Guest services put us through to room service. We waited. It was almost 12:30 before we got through to anybody. And we made our order. And they said 30 to 45 minutes. Okay. I'll say that's okay, since it's pretty well the only option at this time. At 1:30 I phoned. I said, hey, I want to go to bed. Where's my room service? And they looked it up and they said, oh, yeah, we're a little delayed. It's going to be another 35 minutes. This is already an hour after I'd ordered. Now, I don't get mad over too many things. But this time I got hung up on while I was on hold. And it was an obvious hello. We yelled out hello and they would click. And it happened twice. The second time I just lost it. So I'll tell you what, this time at 1:30 when we phoned to find out where our food was, I just said cancel it, forget it. I gotta go to bed. I was hoping to be done by now and crawling into bed. And they said, okay, sir, we'll cancel it for you. We're very sorry. Turn off the lights, crawl into bed. 2 a.m. There's a knock on the door. Room service. I get up. I'm in my jams. Open the door. And there's a guy. He's got all our food. And I said, I canceled this over half an hour ago. And he goes, well, I was just given this and told to bring it here. And I couldn't fault him. He's just doing his job. But I tell you, in NCL, you need more dining options after 10:30. Having Oceans, I'm not going to wait for half an hour. I'm not going to wait for 45 minutes. Only to wait for a half an hour or 45 more minutes after that to get some chicken wings, to get some nachos. Okay? And room service, I'm just going to tell you right now, for late night dining, it's non-existent. It doesn't work. Did not work for me. Now, these things that I've complained about, I met a lot of first-time NCL cruisers who said they're not coming back. They're going back to the fun ship. They don't want anything to do with NCL. I met a lot of NCL lovers who said this is the worst service they've ever had on a ship. They don't know if they're ever coming back. I've got Cruise Next certificate, so I feel like I'm kind of locked in. I am willing to give NCL another try. I am going on the Escape in March with my kids, and we're gonna have a great time. But I tell you, the room service, the quality is horrible now. Room service, non-existent. And that muster drill, you gotta go back to the e-muster. If you've made this change because you want to make this change, that's a poor decision. You should go back. Please go back. If this is something you're being forced to do by, say, the Coast Guard, then that's understandable. If that's the reason why, then let people know that it's out of your hands, that you've got to do this. But seriously, making this decision to go back in person, it's a headache for the people. It's a waste of time. And like I said, I don't know what they were saying. I don't know what they were doing. That's it. Well, I hope everybody out there enjoyed this. I hope all you Ship to Shore crew members enjoy this information. I'm going to tell you, give NCL another chance. I'm going to give them another chance. I'm just hoping this was a bad one-off. And I hope things get better. Anyway, that's my rant. I don't complain about much. I'm usually free-flowing, freestyling. I love it on the NCL. But I tell you, if this keeps up, they're just going to lose another passenger.